The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
That's the 25 to the 20 to the 15. He's going to high step into the end zone. Touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman. East Central Minnesota.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Foley High School for tonight's girls basketball game between the Foley Falcons, who are hosting the Pine City Dragons. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's matchup here in Section 6AA between these two teams. These two teams seem to play each other each and every year, and it is usually always a fantastic contest between these two teams, and I'm looking forward to yet another great one here tonight. This is actually, believe it or not, my first time being inside this Foley Gymnasium. I've called one game here. That was, I think that might have been back in 2019 for Pine City playoffs when Foley got the victory there. So this is the first time for me being inside this gym, but it's a beautiful gym. I appreciate Foley allowing me to be here and do the video, and I'm so excited to broadcast here for this one in Section 6AA. Again, it's the Falcons and the Dragons here. It's a simulcast. We're on 100.9 FM WCMP and 95.5 FM KBEK. We're doing it on both here tonight, and for good reason. We've got teams who pretty much represent both of our areas. We've got Foley that represents KBEK land along with all of our other KBEK teams. Then we've got Pine City who represents our WCMP land. So it's a great atmosphere here tonight, and fans are slowly, or I shouldn't say slowly, steadily is the word I was looking for, steadily making their way in here for this contest, and again, it should be a good one. As we take a look at these two teams entering tonight, Pine City sitting at 500 on the season, 5-5 overall. Meanwhile, Foley comes in one game over 500 at 5-4. Foley has the better offense between these two teams. Foley sitting at 62 points per game. Meanwhile, Pine City's offense right now only averaging 43 points per game. Well, that doesn't mean that Pine City can't put up those kind of points. They just haven't been able to find consistency on offense as much as they would like, but their defense is pretty darn good, only giving up 58 points per game. And I always feel like anytime that you can hold a team under 60 points per game, that's pretty darn good. Of course, for Pine City, they would like to see that dip under, that 55, 53 point mark per game, but you have to work through that. And again, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, a lot of times at the start of the regular season, the lineup isn't quite set. You're not real sure what you have for your lineups. You're not real sure, 100% set on everything. And you're not real sure the identity of the team until, I believe, after Christmas break. Well, it is after Christmas break. It's after the new year. And now I believe both teams have really found their identity here as the season goes on. Foley has played a ton more section games. They played 9 games total. They've played 6 section games, though only 3 of them have not been section games. They're 2-4 in the section. Meanwhile, Pine City's 1-0 in the section as we go ahead and take a look at these two teams, starting with the visiting Pine City Dragons. Again, 500 on the season, 1-0 in the section. They're currently 1-3 in the Great River Conference. It was a tough start to the season for them. 3 straight losses coming against conference teams, Crosby, Ironton, Aiken, and Ogilvie. Now, those 3 losses could have easily been wins. That 20-point loss to Ogilvie really looks a lot worse than what it is. That was a really close game. It was a it was a growing game for Pine City, but again, if they play, I should check. They don't play again during the regular season, but if they did, I'll tell you right now, that game would look a lot different had they played again later in the season. But then they went and beat Mora before losing to Proctor, who is a top 10 team in the state, so that's a tough team. But then they rattled off 3 straight against St. Croix Prep, St. Francis, and Esco. Now, those 2 games they won against St. Francis and Esco they won by a combined 3 points. They beat St. Francis by 2 and Esco by 1 before going into a Christmas tournament up in Cloquet where they fell to Cromwell Wright, who is a very solid team, and they look to be making a deep tournament run in their section playoffs. But then they beat Cloquet by 1 point, 50-49. So their last 4 games, 3 of them have been wins, and they have won those 3 games by a combined 4 points. So they'll be looking to maybe win a little bit more by a few more points, but Cloquet is a very tough team in their own right and a bigger school. They're a 3A school, and I've always said anytime you play a school that is bigger, a lot of times they may not be necessarily more talented than you, but sometimes they have more depth, and that depth can really play in a bigger school's be a game changer, be a factor in the game, just because they're able to rest some players a little bit more often. They're able to get some fresh legs in more often than you are at times. So a lot of times with bigger schools, again, not necessarily more talented, but the depth is the thing that they have going over you. So sometimes that is what it is. But for Pine City, again, 5-5, and it really feels like these last, the 5 games that they've won out of their last 7, man, they have really found their identity, and they're still getting better. So that is, if you're looking at Pine City, that's a positive, and you're looking at it and going, man, they can still get better. Yeah, they can. Meanwhile, Foley, they are in the bottom 5th of this section, but this is going to look a lot different come the end of the season. Foley might wind up being one of the top 5, 6, 7 teams. Pine City could wind up being there. They could be one of the top, they could wind up moving towards the bottom just because this section is so darn competitive. And this year, Albany having a down year. We don't see Albany have down years too often, but this is one of them. Now moving our attention over to Foley. Again, they're 5-4 on the season, 2-4 in the section, 1-2 in the Granite Ridge Conference. They lost to St. Cloud Cathedral, beat Piers, and then lost to Albany. That is their conference so far. Now, again, Albany having a down year, but Albany's still able to beat some teams, and Albany a 6AA team, but if you look at their record right now, they're 1-8. Their lone win came over Foley, so you're looking at it and going, wow, how good is Foley? How good is Albany? Or how good is not Albany? Albany has lost to Duluth Marshall, good team. Holdingford, Annandale, both good teams, both at the top of this section. And then you've got Providence Academy, another really good basketball school. Little Falls, a really good basketball school. Foley, who is having a decent year. Then they lost to Goodhue and Southwest Christian and Royalton. So are they really having a down year, or are they just playing good teams, and by the time they get to section playoffs, they're going to run through the pack? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see because, man, they have played a gauntlet so far in the first 9 games. But for Foley, again, it started off with a win over Eden Valley Watkins and then a loss to St. Cloud Cathedral before beating Kimball, and then lost 2 in a row to Holdingford and Annandale. Again, both top teams in the section, but they kept it close. Holdingford was only an 11-point loss and only a 5-point loss to Annandale before beating Piers and Osakis, then losing to Albany by 20, and then beating Paynesville just before Christmas break on December 20th by 20 points themselves. So it's been a back-and-forth year for Foley. They played some really good teams. They've played some not-so-good teams. But again, both these teams are playing some really good teams early on in the season that will definitely have them battle-tested come the end of the season as we go into the playoffs. And believe it or not, I can't believe I'm saying it. I don't want to say it because I don't want the season to end, but we're not too far away from playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I don't want to talk about it. That's not something I want to talk about right now because it seems like we just started, but playoffs will begin here towards the end of February. If we want to take a look at it for girls basketball, it comes up really quick. Especially after the new year. I feel like after New Year, man, everything just kind of, it goes by that much faster. But for this section, 6AA, it starts the day before the last day of February. The second to last day of February, February 27th, is the first day of playoffs. And this year, it's actually, believe it or not, it's actually going to look a little bit different. It is going to be the high seed, obviously, for the first, I think it's 2 rounds. And then it's at the College of St. Ben's, no longer at St. John's. It is at the College of St. Ben's. So we can take a look at that. College of St. Ben's. I'm right there with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not real sure what this is. So College of St. Ben's. Oh, it is St. John's. Goes to show you how much I know. But it is still there. So I thought St. Ben's, but now that I remember, yeah, they're both St. Ben's, St. John's, one and the same. Then, but again, February 27th is the first day of playoffs, so we're right around the corner. Taking a look at last year, the matchup between these two teams, it was a close one, but Foley did get the victory in Pine City, 69-60. So Foley got the victory there last year. The year before that, in 2020, in the 22-23 season, again, as I mentioned, they play almost every year. The 22-23 season, they did not play, though. Or they did, rather, and Pine City got the victory, 69-48. So in 22-23, Pine City got the victory. Then if we go ahead and take a look in the 21-22 season, again, these two teams, they usually play about midway through this season. This year, a little bit earlier in the season, but in the 21-22 season, Foley got the victory almost by 20 points. So it's kind of back and forth for these two teams. 1 year, Foley wins it. The next, it's Pine City. 1 year, Foley. Then it's Pine City. So it's kind of back and forth for these two teams as they go throughout these seasons. But Pine City will be looking to get the victory back this year as Foley won it last year. So Pine City will be looking to get the victory here this year if I can find some sort of English. So I'm going to stall just a little bit because we got just about a minute before we're getting ready for our national anthem and our pregame to be done. So we're going to stall just a little bit and thank our fine sponsors for sponsoring this broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to this broadcast. And I want to mention, I appreciate you all for tuning in. If you don't tune in, well, I don't have a job to do, so I greatly appreciate that. Also, if you're watching this live on our YouTube channel, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You see that red subscribe button? Yeah, just click that. And then every time that we go live with a local sporting event, you'll be notified. And all you have to do is click on the notification, and it will take you right to the live video. So hit that subscribe button to be subscribed to the YouTube page. Teams are ready for the national anthem. Then we're going to get our starting lineups, and then we'll be ready for tip-off here in Foley. So commercial break, then back for tip-off on both WCMP and 95.5 FM KBEK.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
Breaks another at the 30, and he's loose!
Your favorite hometown team with your favorite players.
Caught by Jefferson!
Don't miss the hits, the action.
Touchdown Vikings!
Catch the excitement all season long.
And he caught it!
Minnesota Vikings football is on Cool Country 100.9.
WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Go online to pine.edu for more information. Pine Technical and Community College, connect with success.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on 95.5 FM KBK and 100.9 FM WCMP. Your starting lineups here tonight for the Pine City Dragons. It will be number 2, Mallory Klepper. Number 3, Piper Metling. Number 4, Paige Gray. Number 11, Brooke Boland. And number 23, Vivian Lotti. Dragons are, of course, head coached by Patrick Judd. For the Foley Falcons, it will be number 2, Adeline Rudnitsky. Number 11, Lydia Anderson. Number 12, Katie Mazayachek, I believe. Number 13, Kylie Stortkamp. And number 14, Abby Wheeler. Foley is head coached by Sean Miller. I believe his daughter, Shauna Miller, is the assistant coach and JV coach as well. I could be wrong. It might be cousin, might not even be related, but I believe it is the father-daughter duo. Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize if the English is not going to be here today. It's been a while since I called a game, so it's the new year. So new me, right? Is that how that works? I don't know. But here we go. Foley and Pine City getting set to go at it for this Section 6AA matchup. It will be Klepper and Wheeler at center court for tip-off. And we're underway. Tip is won by Pine City. Lotti will have it. She'll start with it. Now trying to drive inside, and she draws an early foul. This one's going to go against Rudnitsky. So Pine City inbounding on that far side to Klepper, now to Metling. Metling on the far side elbow. Metling looks, wanted to pass it somewhere. It was tipped. Klepper's going to get on top of it, and now we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to be pointing the way of the Falcons. So the Falcons will take over. You might as well call it a turnover, not what you want to see if you're Pine City. Foley will go with it, and they will have it left to right. Pine City will go right to left on that radio dial. On the far side, passing it over to Stortkamp. Stortkamp guarded well now on the near side to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky trying to drive baseline, lost it, poked out by Metling, and the Falcons will hold on to it. Falcons wearing their blue home uniforms, the big black stripe down the side of the jersey and pant, and down on the bottom of the pant as well, outlined in the white. The black letters and numbers outlined in white as we get a turnover here. Brooke Boland will get the turnover for Pine City, the steal. Now with it on this near side, it's Gray giving up to Boland. On the far side, Klepper. Klepper for 3. It's going to come up short and rebounded there by Rudnitsky. And now we get a carry by Rudnitsky, so it's going to be a turnover again for Foley, and they'll give it right back to Pine City. So Pine City will get it back. Pine City, meanwhile, wearing their white away uniforms, the green letters and numbers outlined in the black waistband, the green piping on the shorts, and then on the cuff of the jersey and on the neck. Pine City moving the ball around. Metling trying to drive inside. Shot is up, no good. Lotti thought she had a rebound. No, it's going to be, I believe, Boland. No, instead it's going to be Metling who gets the Dragons on the board first. A little bit of half-court pressure put on here by Pine City. Now driving inside, Foley out to Stortkamp. Stortkamp gets by 1, puts up a shot for 2. That's no good. But, oh my goodness, Rudnitsky flies in out of nowhere for the rebound to get the 2 for Foley, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Full court pressure put on here by the Falcons, and that is something that Pine City has struggled with this season and in past seasons. But Boland's going to come up with it. A nice save there by Metling. Now on the near side for Gray. Gray gets a screen from Klepper over to Boland now at the top. He gives it far side. Metling wide open for 3. That's good. Piper Metling for 3. Makes it 5-2. Pine City with the lead. His pass up the court gets up to Anderson. Lydia Anderson with it. Gives it now top of the key. Over on the far side, Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky looking. Now driving inside. Puts up a little floater, and she gets the friendly roll. Gets it to drop in for 2. It's 5-4. Back and forth we go. And this pass intended from Klepper to Metling is going to go high. That one seemed like it may have been a little bit rushed, but either way, it is a turnover by the Dragons back to Foley. And ever since we got on the board, it seems like we're in for more or less a shootout. On the far side, trying to go underneath the basket to Wheeler. Wheeler's shot is up and good to make it 6-5 Foley. Inbounder will be Lottie, and Pine City quickly brings it up the court on the far side. Gray. Lottie now calling out the play for the offense. She'll give it on the near side elbow here to Metling. Metling now goes top of the key to Klepper. Klepper pauses, waits, will hand it to Bolin. Bolin will kind of reset things, directing traffic now. She'll give it on the far side to Klepper. Klepper fakes the give inside, now does give it inside to Lottie. The pass was tipped to Bolin. Bolin driving baseline, near side to Metling for three. It's off the mark. Rebound is taken there. I believe that's Stortkamp. Stortkamp with the rebound. She'll take it the distance, and it is no good. Rebounded by Klepper. So Klepper will give the breakout pass to Lottie. Lottie will drop it in for two, and it's 7-6. Quickly up the court, they try to go Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky left alone, so she'll slow things down for her offense, and now bring it forward on the far side for three. That's Stortkamp, and that is good. 9-7. Full court pressure, a steal there by Mezicek. And her shot no good, rebounded by Gray. Now it's stolen away once again by Mezicek. She'll drive inside, and the shot is good, but she gets called for the travel. That was Lydia Anderson trying to drop that one in for two, but the travel call will deny her the points, and it will go back to Pine City. So Pine City catches a break on that one. 14-10 to go here in the first half. Klepper pauses, gives it to Gray. Full court pressure put on by Foley. Klepper looking for the breakout pass. It's tipped, stolen away once again. This is going to be Anderson with the steal. Then it's stolen away again. Boland with the steal for Pine City. And to the basket, it is Metling for two. And we're tied at 9 points apiece. Timeout here by Foley. So Foley will take the timeout, and while they take a timeout, we will as well. Be back after word from our fine sponsors here on KBK and WCMP.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, load up on deals like Heggy's Pizza, 2 for $16 with a new breakfast pizza available. Starbucks Frappuccinos are 2 for $7. Buy a fountain drink and get a Reese's King Size for only $2. And fill your propane tanks for $3.99 a gallon. Get ready for hunting and frying that turkey 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP KBK, our simulcast of tonight's game. Dual broadcast, if you will, for the Foley Falcons hosting the Pine City Dragons. Pine City just tied it with a beautiful shot by Metling. But now Foley has it back offensively. Mezicek has it, top of the key, waiting for the offense to kind of get set. She gives off the near side to Wheeler. Wheeler waiting, wanted to go inside to Rudnitsky. She was guarded well. Now Wheeler's trying to drive in herself. Back outside. I believe that is Rudnitsky for three. Shot no good. Rebound. We're going to get a foul. So Pine City was getting the rebound, but Foley's going to get called for being a little too aggressive. Mezicek will get the foul call. It'll be her first team second. And bound was tipped. Knocked out of bounds by Foley. And Pine City will get a sub here. I believe that's Rediganot. It is. So she'll check into the game. And now, again, full court pressure put on by Foley. It's tipped, stolen away by Rudnitsky. And Rudnitsky lost it going out of bounds. She was driving to the basket and lost her dribble. So it will go back to Pine City. Shot is again stolen away by Anderson. And her shot is up no good. Now we're going to get a foul here on Pine City's Klepper. And that will send, I believe it's Anderson to the line for two. Shot is no good on that one. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, 32 Paige Swendra will check into the game. And this one's no good as well. Rebound is up for grabs, kicked around. going to be taken by Anderson. And then 3 is no good, and Brooke Boland's going to grab a rebound here for Pine City. So for 2 on that trip to the free throw line for Anderson. She got her own rebound, but and lost it. And now we're going to get a foul here on Anderson, her first, team's third, and she got more than the ball on that one. Gray will get set to inbound for Pine City. Waits, looks, tries to go to Boland, but that ball was knocked by Anderson. Anderson all over right now. Lottie will check in, and she'll come in for Gray. Metling will go to the inbound spot on this near sideline for Pine City. Looking. Remember, he got that 5 seconds. She'll get it into Lottie. Lottie now top of the key to Boland. Boland back on the near side to Metling. She draws the head fake. Shot a little bit strong. No good. And there's Klepper for the rebound, but it's stolen away by Rudnitsky. Too many turnovers here for Pine City early on, and now a good look from 3, but Stortkamp going to drive inside anyways. Almost took one too many steps. Her shot was no good. Rebounded by Swendra. And then her shot's no good. Going to be back out to Anderson. Anderson on the near side for Stortkamp. Stortkamp finds a lane drive. Shot is up and good. Good move there by Stortkamp to get that shot to fall. Makes it 11-9. A little bit of full court pressure again put on by Foley, but Vivian Lottie gets through it. Now she'll put up a shot, a little bit of an errant shot, and Stortkamp going to grab the rebound for Foley, bringing it back the other way. Stortkamp gives it near side to Anderson. Anderson trying to drive. She gives it off to Wheeler. That's no good. Klepper is there for the rebound. Klepper will take it herself up the court. Shot is no good, but she was clearly fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. We'll get this one on Paige Swendra. Her first, team's 5th. And looks like Paige Gray will get set to check back in. As will Brecken Reiser. Klepper's first one just a little too strong, and it's no good. So no good on the first one from Klepper. Klepper's second one, no good as well. And it will be rebounded by Wheeler. Shot here from Anderson for 3 is no good, but getting in there is Mazachek for the rebound, and that you just can't have that if you're Pine City. Also into the game now for Foley's Addie Beyer. And the pass from Anderson to Beyer on that far side is just over her head and out of her reach, so it'll be a turnover, and the ball will go back to Pine City. Foley will put on full court pressure again, but Lottie left alone on this near side. She tries to give it to Gray, but stolen away by Beyer, and they'll give it off. Good passing. Beyer takes it inside on the pass there from Mazachek, and she gets fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. They're going to get this one on Vivian Lottie, her first, team's second. And again, Beyer at the line for 2 now. First one, no good. And we get a sub here. Clara Foss will check in for the Falcons. And then we get a timeout called by Pine City. So Pine City will take their first of 5. And while they do, we will take a short one as well here on KBK and WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on both KBK and WCMP, our simulcast of this game at Foley High School between the Falcons and the Pine City Dragons, 100.9 FM, 95.5 FM. Live with video at kbk.com and wcmpradio.com. Again, if you're watching this on our YouTube page, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. If you're watching this on our YouTube, there is a red subscribe button that you'll see. Just hit that and you'll be subscribed to our YouTube. And when you're subscribed, you'll get notifications for any time that we go live with a local sporting event. Be sure to subscribe. Again, we appreciate you all for tuning in because well, I have a job. I keep my job, so I appreciate that. So it will be Byer back at the line to shoot her last of 2 free throws. She missed the first, and this one is up and good. So the break there seemed to work for her, and it's now 12-9 Foley. Pine City again facing that full court pressure. The pass there for Boland is going to be a little bit high, and then Boland couldn't corral it cleanly, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. It will be Foley ball once again. Pine City's struggling right now just to break out of that full court press. Rudnitsky will check back in here for Anderson. Rudnitsky, one of the 2 seniors on this Foley squad. Her and Caitlin Laterell, excuse me. Byer will bring it up the court for Foley. Byer to Rudnitsky on the far side, now to Byer. Inside here to Foss. Foss, one of their bigger, taller players. She stands, again, 6 feet. Tallest player on the court right now. And that does help. And we're going to get a foul here on Pine City. And there's some question as to that foul. I think that's a good question. That shot there, though, by Foss is no good. Metling will check in for Lottie. Lottie wincing as she comes to the sideline. Hopefully she's all right. Foss good on the second. She's going 1 for 2, 13-9. Foley with the lead. Boland will get the pass. Gives it back to Klepper. Klepper being guarded by Rudnitsky. Now Klepper gets it into the offensive zone. Gives it in the near side corner. Inside to Reiser. Reiser wants to go back outside for Klepper for 3. That's no good. And rebounded there by Mazicek. Foley will bring it forward. Her offense getting rolling here. Now to Rudnitsky in the near side corner. She gets a screen. Finds that lane inside. Boland thought she had a chance at something, but she instead gets the rebound. Smart play there by Boland. That's just a veteran move by the veteran. Metling will get the breakout pass. Shot is up and no good, but she draws the foul. And we want to talk about veteran moves. That was one there by Metling. Foss is going to be the guilty Falcon there. Her first, team's 6th. So now Piper Metling at the line for 2. First one's up and good. (13-10). Looks like Ganote checks back in for Reiser. And Metling's second free throw gets the friendly bounce, and it's in. So she makes both, and it's 13-11. Back up the other way. Foley has it stolen away by Retta Ganote. And a 2 there by Brooke Boland. And that'll tie us right back at 13 apiece. Or did they say that was, yeah, they did get Boland. Now I think we got a foul here by Pine City. They're going to get Ganote. It'll be her first, team's 4th. Trying to keep up, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize if I'm not doing so well. 10:25 to go here in the first half. Byer has it for Foley. Gets it past that Foley Falcon F logo at center court. Now to Mazicek. Top of the key for Swendra. Swendra, guarded well by Metling, gets it over to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky inside for Foss, and her pass just out of her reach. She was leaning one way, and the pass went the other, and Foss did a good job to try and bring it in, but just off her fingertips out of bounds, and Pine City will get the ball back. A chance to get a lead here. Metling has it. She's kind of zone doubled, and now she is doubled, and she's in some trouble. Lost that ball, and Klepper will get it back up the court. Do we get a foul or a 10-second? I think we got a 10-second. As Metling took it, she fell, and it looked like she might have been fouled, but that 10-second clock had already gone off. So it is a turnover for Pine City once again. Tied at 13, 9:45 to go. Rudnitsky looking, going back to the far side corner. Byer for 3. That's off the mark, and rebounded by Swendra. We get a foul here on Pine City once again, and we're going to get Ganote once again, her second, team's 5th. And Rudnitsky at the line to shoot 2 for Foley. First one is good. They'll retake the lead at 14-13 now. And Rudnitsky makes them both. So 15-13. And for Swendra comes, Wheeler. Pine City has it back. Bowen to Klepper. Oh, up to trying to get it to Gray, and it's stolen away by Byer. A three here is good from Rudnitsky to make it 18-13. Pine City having all the problems in the world with this full court press, and this one a little too long. It'll be an easy steal for Wheeler. Another three here for Rudnitsky. Drop it in for three again. And Pine City, no doubt, needs the timeout. Oh my. Pine City struggling here with that full court press, and they need a timeout to kind of talk about it. A full timeout for Pine City, so while they take one, we'll take one as well. You're listening to girls basketball on both KBK and WCMP.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Back here on KBK WCMP, Pine City now trails by 8 after an 8-0 run by the Falcons. Rudnitsky has all 8 of those points in that run. 2 of them came from the free throw line, then 3 of them near side corner threes. They were looking good too. So Pine City again failing to get out of the full court press, but here they go after the timeout. Ganote gives it near side to Metling after breaking out of the full court press to Klepper inside. Klepper lost it, but then she gives it near side to Metling. No good. Bolin there for the rebound. Bolin gives it far side to Gray. Gray wanted to go to Bolin, and Bolin, the pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Foley. Pine City will hold on to it. I believe we got a new member of Foley in there. I believe, anyways. Yes, it's going to be number 15. That is Lydia Graham. Bolin will now inbound to Klepper on this near side. Klepper driving, spinning, back around to Bolin. Bolin wanted the three, but the defender was right there. Bolin inside, shot is up and good. And Bolin drops it in and ends that 8-0 run. Make it 21-15, but quickly the other way comes Foley. And we're gonna get it stolen away. It's Paige Gray to the basket. Shot is no good. Did she draw the foul? She did. So Paige Gray with the steal and drew the foul. They're gonna get this foul on Addie Byer, her first, team's 6th. And now Paige Gray is at the line to shoot 2. First one's good. Make it 21-16. Isaac will check in for Ganote. And no good on that one. So 1 of 2 for Gray. It was rebounded there by Wheeler. And all the way Byer, and I don't know what Pine City was doing there. Pine City left her all alone. I mean, they gave her the lane that she wanted. Pass here to Metling. Metling is doubled at the at that center court line, and she gave it off, and then they tried to give it inside to Gray, who had a lane, but just too far in the pass, and now it will be a turnover again. Zizek, I believe it's how it's pronounced. Zizek. And now checking in for Foley is the other senior, Caitlin Latterell. Foley has it. They'll go quickly up the court. Now trying to go near side pass to Graham. That's well off the mark, and the ball will go back to Pine City on the turnover. It hasn't been clean here in this first half for either side. We have plenty of turnovers to talk about, but Pine City right now leading in that category, and that is not a good category you want to be leading in. Metling will inbound to Lottie. Lottie gets away from one defender, gets it up on that far side, and now gives it to Bolin. Bolin gets by one defender, has it stolen away. Mazicek, or I apologize, I am not still sure how to pronounce that. Mazicek with the 2 after the steal and another steal. This one by Lateral. Oh my. And then a wide open 3 look for Foley. Shot is no good. Metling is going to get the rebound, and now we're going to, this will be interesting to see who this is on as Metling had it, I think. They did get Byer on that one. Metling got the rebound, and looks like it'll be a 1-and-1 for Metling. Anderson will check back in for Byer, and Klepper will check in. She'll come in for Lottie. So Metling is at the line to shoot 2. Or it's a 1-and-1, I apologize. But it's going to turn into 2 anyways because she just made the first. Both of them are good from Metling. They needed those. So 25-18. Pass up the court here to trying to get it to Graham, but again it is too far, and Pine City catches yet another break. They need to take advantage. 25-18. Inbound to Bolin, and again full court pressure put on. Now up to Klepper, now to Metling. Gray left all alone underneath the basket, drops it in for 2. Great passing, great job by Gray. Hearing the footsteps, but making that clutch shot. A little bit of full court here by Pine City, and now give up to Graham. Graham almost got a travel there, but somehow lays it in for 2. Good-looking shot by Graham, but again, she almost got that travel call, but she did a good job of not. And unfortunately there, as I say that, going to be travel on Klepper. Another turnover here for Pine City. I haven't kept track of turnovers. I've kept track of steals. That's in double digits for Foley, and I got to imagine we're getting closer to more or less 20 turnovers. And this ball was intended for Graham, but it's going to be stolen away by Gray, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Foley. So Gray got the steal that time, and the pass was kind of lobbed into Graham, but well over her head. So Pine City will get set to inbound on their own offensive side. Gray looking, no one, and then Klepper opens up at the last minute, gives it inside to Gray. Gray had that ball knocked away, gives it to Klepper. Now on the far side for Metling for 3. It's off the mark, and this is going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say by Pine City. Gray was there, not sure. I wasn't sure if she got it or not, and now we'll get a substitution. Lottie will check in for Gray. And Foley will get set to inbound. Anderson looking. She'll give it over to Lateral. Lateral through double team. Nearly had it stolen away. Lottie. It's going to be stolen by Klepper. Klepper to Bolin. Bolin for 2. Klepper with the steal and the beautiful assist for Bolin. 27-22. This has been a good first half. Action-wise, we've got 6:28 to go. We got a timeout called there, I believe, by Foley. We'll keep it here. Talk about what has been going on and happening here in this game. Turnovers, that's what's been happening. A lot of them, unfortunately. And for Pine City, you take away half of them and it looks a lot different. We're probably even tied if not Pine City has a lead. Speaking of leads, over in Pine City, East Central is there. The Eagles and Dragons battling there in that one, but East Central leads at halftime in Pine City in that boys basketball game, 46-22. So East Central showing their dominance once again, but Pine City, you can't count Pine City out. They are still a very strong team, and you just can't count them out. I never count them out in any game. Meanwhile, here comes Foley with it back up the court. They give it inside, and now back out here to Anderson for a long 2. That's no good. Rebounded by Piper Metling. Metling has been a big key here in this first half for Pine City. Now Klepper, nice fake shot, then driving to the basket. Her shot is up, no good. Rebounded there by, that's a chick. I apologize. Lydia Anderson will drop this one in for 2. 29-22. Pine City with it. Klepper up to Lottie. Lottie picks up her dribble, gives it top of the key to Metling. Now on the far side for Bolin for three. Banks it off. Hey, who knew banks were open this late? 29-25. Quickly up the court, though. Foley comes, driving inside. Mizicek, and a two there from Wheeler. Wheeler got the open opportunity because Lottie had to pull back because she knew she was going to get the foul drawn, so she had to pull back. And now a steal here for Wheeler. And foul drawn. No shot there for Stortkamp. She does draw the foul, though, from Pine City. They're going to get this on Klepper, which would be her second. 31-25. Ganote checks in for Klepper, and no shots. So it will be just an inbound here for Foley. Foley inbounds right underneath the basket. Shot is no good from Meyer, and it is rebounded by Bolin. Bolin swiftly moving up the court, gives it near side. Metling for three. Line drive shot no good. Rebounded by Bolin once again. Bolin back to Metling, just inside the paint, no good. Bolin another rebound. Underneath Bolin, no good. Another rebound, no good. And she finally gets a foul. She got about 3-4 rebounds there before drawing the foul. And now it will be two for Brooke Bolin. 8th team foul here for Foley, the first on Abby Wheeler. Bolin no good on the first. She'll be upset with herself on that one because she's pretty good from the free throw line, but that's a rare miss for her. Bolin will make the second. And that's what I mean. She rarely misses from the free throw line, but hey, everybody misses once in a while. 31-26, even the great ones. This pass now to Mazizek. I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I've been trying all night to get it, and I just can't. This ball going to be knocked out by a member of the Dragons, so Foley will hold on to it, but almost a steal there for Pine City, and they really need to get these. Inbound here for Foley. Give it on the far side. Top of the key now to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky gives it on the far side for Stortkamp. Stortkamp, great grab on the fingertips. Driving inside. Oh, she draws the foul. I thought there might have been a travel call first, but no. It was going to be a foul call, and now Ganote draws her third and the team's seventh. So Stortkamp will be at the line to shoot two. She's got 5 points on the night. Stortkamp, first one good. And Lottie and Klepper will check back in for Metling and Ganote. Stortkamp again made her first, so it's 32-26. And the second one is good as well. So she makes them both. It's 33-26. Full court pressure once again by Foley. Klepper gets it to Lottie through a couple of hands, and then Klepper gets by the defenders, gives it up to Gray. Gray over to Reiser. Reiser to Lottie. Lottie's going to take it inside drive. Ooh, it was blocked. No foul call. Bolin gets it back, and Lottie drops it in for two. Just great job, great awareness by Pine City to get through that traffic. But quickly the other way comes Foley. Foley nearly lost it. Ooh, almost a travel once again, but a great job not getting the travel. Stortkamp for three. Banks it off. She says the bank is open as well. He must have a late night bank that I don't know about. Lottie will give it off to Bolin on the far side, now to Gray, and Gray was fouled. She got her hand hit, so she'll line to shoot three. The rare 3 shots from the free throw line. It'll be the 19th foul for Foley. The first for Stortkamp. But again, Gray will now shoot 3 from the free throw line. First one is good by Gray. 36-29. This one, rattles out. Metling will check in for Reiser. Gray. Third one is good. So 2 of 3 there. Still good, though. Makes it 36-30, and now a quick whistle, and Bolin taps her chest, says, yep, that's my bad. It will be a 1-and-1 here. Looks like for Anderson. And Bolin picks up her first. So Anderson at the line for a 1-and-1. That one's no good. Lottie trying to get the rebound, and It will be blue ball, unfortunately, because Lottie did get a fingertip on it and knocked it out, and she had this look of like, oh man, I shouldn't have went for it. That's okay though. Now you get back on defense. Gray with some aggressive defense on Wheeler. Wheeler nearly lost it. She almost did. Now over to as a check, and that shot is no good. Gray trying to get the rebound. Instead, it's taken by Anderson. Rudnitsky back to Anderson for three on the far side. It's, oh my goodness, good. What a good look for three. 39-30. Pine City trails. Back up the court they go. Vivian Lottie lost it inside off her foot, and Rudnitsky, oh my goodness, somehow got that one off. Avoids the jump ball call. And Rudnitsky three on the far side. She's been pretty good from there, but no good. The rebound, and she was left alone. Mazizik with the rebound and two, and she was not even guarded on a box out attempt, so Pine City needs to maybe get back. Oh, Rudnitsky with the steal and two. And the pass there from Lottie, unfortunately, was a little lackadaisical. It might not have even been Lottie. It might have been someone else. I thought I seen 23, but it might not have been her. 43-30. Lottie with it. And another steal. This is Rudnitsky again. She puts up a shot. Luckily, it's no good. Klepper's going to get the rebound. But my goodness, the turnovers for Pine City have just been, borderline ridiculous. Bolin for three. That's no good. Trying to get her own rebound. It's Lottie who gets it. Klepper drops it in for two, plus the and one. Rudnitsky will get her second, team's 10th. And Klepper looking for the three-point play. Foss and Reiser check back in for their respective teams. So Klepper did drop it in for two. And she will get a chance for the three-point play. Rudnitsky will check out. Byer in for her. Klepper trying to make it a three-point play. Cannot convert. So she'll only get two out of that trip, but it's 32-43. Pine City trails, and oh man, just a good-looking shot. Mazizik makes it 45-32. This pass again into traffic, and again stolen away, and Byer will drop it in for two. Mazizik with the steal. Oh boy. The turnovers may just be the death of Pine City, but Gray back the other way. Her shot was no good. Got her own rebound, and then was fouled. 47-32. Byer will draw the foul, or will get the foul call, and Gray is at the line to shoot two. Gray's first one is good. Makes it 47-33. Gray's second one is good as well. So Gray makes them both. Those are big. Makes it 47-34. A steal here by Pine City. Bolin, shot no good. She's going to fight for it. Going to be a jump ball. That possession arrow favors Pine City. Nice job there by Pine City. I don't know who got the steal. Didn't quite see it. I was trying to write the stat down, but nonetheless, it's a steal for Pine City, and Bolin missed her shot, but she draws the jump ball, and possession arrow favors Pine City, so they'll get it back. Klepper will inbound for the Dragons, and they will get it inbounded to Bolin. Bolin back to Klepper. Klepper with 2 minutes to go on this near side, gives it top of the key to Reiser. Reiser back to Klepper at the elbow for three. It looks good. It is good. That is huge from Klepper, 47-37. That's a big three from Klepper. Back up the other way, Anderson with it for Foley. Now gives it off on the near side here to 12. That's Katie Mazizik. A three, no good. Foss gets the rebound. She just had better positioning there. And then a rebound again here for Swendra off the missed shot from Foss. And then the soft floater by Anderson is good. 49-37. Again, full court press here. Oh, travel by Klepper. Klepper, you can see by her facial expression, she's pretty upset with herself there. Knew she can't have that. So near side, Stortkamp will get set to inbound. Wanted to go to her right. Instead, we'll give it to Anderson. Nearly over her head. Anderson, a little floater again. This shot is no good. But again, a rebound by Swendra. No good, and it's going to be Bolin with the rebound. Bolin closing in on double-digit rebounds. Now she gives it over to Metling on the far side with 1:05 to go. Metling trying to drive. She gives it to Reiser. Reiser for three, just long. Good-looking shot, but it's long, and it will be Swendra with another rebound. Deep the other side. Shot is no good, and the rebound up for grabs is going to be taken by Anderson. Stortkamp has it, I think. Oh, we're going to need a foul on Bolin on that? How? No. If anything, that probably should have been an offensive foul. Interesting. But they're going to draw it. I think Stortkamp, over the 1-and-1, makes the first. I do not quite agree with that foul, but I'm not a ref, so doesn't matter. 50-37 after Stortkamp makes her first and drops in the second as well. So 51-37. Klepper will give it to Metling. Metling up the court on the far side to Bolin, now to Gray. Gray for three. That's going to be off the mark, but Metling is right there for the rebound and does get it to fall. It spun around the rim for an anxious moment, but she does get it to fall nonetheless. 51-39. Inside, I don't know how she got that ball even up for a shot. Ooh, out of bounds off of, they're going to say Pine City. Was Isaac, though, I don't know how she got that ball up for the shot. That was a really bad angle, but man, great effort by Isaac. And I think we're going to get an illegal screen here on Foley, and Judd kind of, in a sense, said, finally. They're going to get this one on Foss for second. And they're in the double bonuses, Pine City. 22 seconds to go. The shot clock is off. Metling was double teamed, gives it off to Klepper. Klepper does get through traffic. She brings up the court, now gives it to Gray. Gray on the near side. Side steps to the defender. Shot is no good. And it'll be rebounded on the far side by Stortkamp. Stortkamp driving, passes it now to Isaac. And the near side shot for three, no good. There by Anderson. And Pine City will trail at half. Man, a good-looking half here in this game. But one side goes on a little bit of a run, and the other side struggling with some turnover trouble. So we'll take commercial break. After the break, we'll be back, and we'll talk about this first half of action, and then we'll look at some stats as well. But first, a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to girls basketball on both 95.5 FM KBK and 100.9 FM WCMP.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got a quick meal on the go for you. $3 gets you a hot snack or hot dog, chips, and a Polar Pop. $4 for a breakfast sandwich, hash brown, and medium coffee. Or $5 gets you a personal pizza and a 20-ounce Pepsi. Get snacking. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
106.5 FM, 1350 AM is your home for Packers football.
It will be Green Bay football. Crowd was roaring.
Get all the action, every game.
There he goes. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. He leaped into the end zone. Touchdown.
The hits, the touchdowns, the Lambeau leaps. Live Packers action, every game.
There is your dagger.
Catch every game locally, 106.5 FM or 1350 AM. WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, sitting here at halftime. The Foley Falcons lead over the Pine City Dragons, 51-39. It was an action-packed first half. It was a ton of fun to be a part of as we take a look at some of these first half stats for the Pine City Dragons. Piper Metling led the team for Pine City with 13 points, followed by Boland with 10. 7 for Gray, 5 for Klepper, and 4 for Lottie. 8 rebounds for Brooke Boland, though. That, again, led the team. And then they had 7 steals. They were 10 of 16 from the free throw line with 9 team fouls. 3, though, for Rediga Notes, 2 for both Klepper, Boland, and Lottie. So I don't know if they'll be less aggressive defensively, just because usually 3 is when you'll start to be less aggressive with your starters, but we may see them start to be maybe a tad less aggressive as we go forward in this one, just because you don't want Foley to get to the line because they seem like they are pretty darn good from that free throw line. So if I'm Pine City, I don't necessarily back off, but I definitely maybe play a little bit off, just because Foley's going to draw more fouls, and they're going to wind up getting to the line and convert most. So, but again, you also want to play a little bit more aggressively because they have turned them over steal-wise 7 times. It's probably closer to 12, 15, but again, that is something to watch out for here in the second half. For Foley, leading the way for them was Rudnitsky with 14, followed by Stortkamp with 12. 7 for Anderson, 6 for Mazizek, and then 5 for Addie Byer, 4 for Wheeler, 2 for Graham, and 1 for Foss. Rebound-wise, leading the way was Swendro with 5, 4 for both Mazizek and Anderson. They had 16 team steals, 5 from Rudnitsky, 4 from Mazizek. They were 8 of 13 from the free throw line and had 12 team fouls. So, again, Foley plays a pretty aggressive style defensively, and that has hurt them here in this first half a little bit, but it also has kind of played in their favor because with that aggressiveness, they have turned Pine City over steal-wise 16 times. I'd say turnover-wise, it's probably closer to 20, 25 steals. So if you're Pine City, you got to be paying attention to, okay, Foley is being really aggressive. They're playing full court press, especially after they score. How can we get back from that? How can we get back and make sure we're breaking the press? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. How are we getting back and breaking the press? Pine City has struggled here in the first half to break said press, so they need to figure out a way to get through that, and I think once they do, they'll be able to really turn this thing around because it has been close. Foley went on an 8-0 run. Pine City came back to tie it, but then here at the end of the half, again, Foley turned around, and they had probably half of their steals in the last 5 minutes of the first half, so for Pine City, they really got to turn things around turnover-wise. Turnovers have been the big key. We're going to take one more commercial break, then we'll be back for the second half of action here on both WCMP and KBEK.
Hey there, sports fans. Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City, and we have a Lee's Crazy Sale going on. It's time to gear up for hockey, basketball, wrestling, or volleyball equipment, as it is all 20% off. That's right, 20% off all your favorite hockey, basketball, wrestling, and volleyball equipment. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, Lee's Pro Shop has everything you need to take your game to the next level. So don't wait. Stop by Lee's Pro Shop today. Save big on your favorite sports equipment. Hurry in for Lee's Crazy Sale. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. Right now, load up on deals like Red Bull 8.4 ounce cans, 3 for $6.50. Frito-Lay varieties, buy one, get one free. Buy a fountain drink and get a Reese's King Size candy bar for $2. And fill your propane tanks for $3.99 a gallon to get ready for hunting and frying that turkey. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsand, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, we're getting set for the second half of action here in Foley, where the Falcons lead over Pine City, 51-39. But again, for Pine City, if they can cut down the turnovers and kind of find a way to break that full court press from Foley, they'll be right back into this thing. I mean, they're trailing, yes, by 12, but it really doesn't feel like it. It really feels like they're within a couple possessions of this lead from Foley, because that's how quickly they have been able to turn things around. So for Pine City, they don't need to fret. They don't need to sit here and worry. They don't need to have anxiety about being down by 12. Focus on getting 1 point back at a time. At one possession at a time. Focus on getting 2 points, 3 points at a time. You're not going to get 12 at a time. That's just not going to happen. Focus on going and scoring on each possession, getting back on defense. Whether you stop them or not, the defense will eventually start stopping them. You'll get a couple stops. Just make sure you're scoring on every possession. For Foley, keep doing what you're doing. That full court press is working. Don't get out of it. If you're Foley, if you back out of the full court press, you're doing yourself a disservice, because the full court press has been working all first half. There's no reason for you to go away from it. And not only that, they started to heat up from that three-point line. So if I'm Foley, I might look back and go back to the long ball, as now Stortkamp for 2 to start the second half. Not the long ball, but good enough. We get a steal here on the inbound, Rudnitsky for 2. Well, the turnover bug has bit them early here in this second half. It is only 1, but hopefully it doesn't lead into more. Bolin gets the pass from Klepper. Klepper gets the pass back from Bolin. She'll now hand it to Bolin. Bolin on this near side gives it over to Gray. We can see the pressure being stepped up by Foley. And a turnaround shot lost by Klepper, but luckily it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Foley, so Pine City will hold on to it. But Foley stepping up the pressure. A lot of double teams out there. Vivian Lottie will inbound here to Klepper. And it's stolen away on that far side by Wheeler. Now back over to Mazizek, and Mazizek, unfortunately, that'll be an over and back. So Pine City will have it. So they create a turnover, more or less. 17-10, 55-39. Again, Pine City down now by 16. No need to panic, though. Just got to get back 1 possession at a time. Bounce pass inbound to Klepper on that far side. Pine City, meanwhile, going left to right on your radio dial. Foley right to left. Metling gets the pass from Klepper on the far side for 3. It's no good. Rebounded there by Anderson. And shot is up and no good. Knocked out of bounds. It will be Pine City ball. Metling, well ready, looking. Inbound to Klepper, and Klepper will break that press. Now to Lottie. Lottie Tried to drive inside, gives it back to Gray. To Metling on this near side elbow, looking for a screen from Klepper. Metling lost her dribble. Gives it off to Gray now. Gray inside to Klepper. Klepper back out. Top of the key for three is no good from Bolin. Rebounded by Klepper. Turnaround shot, no good again. And this one's going to be rebounded by Foley. I think that's Isaac with the rebound. Now Stortkamp looked for three. Stops, drives inside, and gets the friendly roll. Whew, it laid there for a while, but she got the roll. 57-39. Metling will inbound for Pine City. Finds Klepper. Klepper looking to take it up. Gives it to Lottie on the far side. Nope, Lottie will pause, then give it inside to Klepper. Turnaround shot. Oh, just off the mark from Klepper, and Anderson will get the rebound for Foley. Back up the other way, now on the near side for Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky gives it to Mazizek. Mazizek trying to drive inside, lost it, picks it back up, gives it near side Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky drives baseline, she lost it, keeps it alive, gives it off on the far side. Stortkamp. Stortkamp makes one defender miss. Lottie there, gives it back outside to Rudnitsky for three, no good. Shot is rebounded though by Anderson, and she can't get it to fall. Another rebound for Foley, and that is Wheeler. But she's fouled, and now she'll go to the line and shoot two. Trying to get this one on Metling, her first. Team's first of the second half. And Wheeler makes her first. Timeout called here by Pine City, an early timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So for Pine City, a rough start to this second half. A 7-0 run now with that made free throw by Wheeler. It has been turnovers. Again, turnovers have played an unfortunate key here in the second half for Pine City. It has been one of the things that they've dealt with in the first half that seems to be kind of bleeding over into the second half, and it seems a little bit like confidence, because when you lose confidence, it's tough to get that back, and sometimes it plays a mind game. It really does. So for Pine City, they just need to get this confidence back. Know that they need to get some encouragement going and get things going back in their direction. Wheeler, meanwhile, second of two is no good. Boland's going to get the rebound. So only one there for Wheeler. And again, Boland got the rebound. And this ball is going to be just out of reach for Gray. And it'll be another turnover back to Foley. As much as I talk about Pine City turning the ball over, you got to give credit to Foley, because Foley has done a fantastic job of creating those turnovers and just putting pressure on Pine City and continuing that pressure. And as I've always said, if you've got a lead, I say it with the Vikings all the time because they let off and it's super frustrating, but if you've got a lead, put the pedal to the metal. Don't back off. Shot here missed by Rudnitsky. Rebounded and no good. Rebounded again. This is Rudnitsky with her own rebound. Shot is up by Rudnitsky, no good. Klepper is going to grab the rebound this time. Then up to Lottie, over to Gray. Gray, no good on the shot, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Another problem I've seen is Pine City's rebound has just not been there defensively. We'll get this one on Mazizek, her second, team's first of the second half. Gray at the line to shoot two. Shot is up and good from Gray. Kate Unverzad will check into the game. So Kate Unverzad into the game for Pine City. Gray makes them both. Make it 58-41, and a steal here by Metling, and dropping it in for two is Boland. There we go. 58-43. But Foley quickly breaks out, gets it up to Rudnitsky. She tried to give it over to Wheeler. It is knocked out of bounds by Pine City. I didn't see that. But again, I was looking at the stat sheet, trying to get everybody, make sure I had everything right. And So Foley will inbound. Stortkamp gets around one defender, lobs it in over Unverzant, and it's good. 60-43 now. Full court press again by Foley, but they do break out. Pine City getting that full court break now. Ooh, Bolin, a little bit of a missed shot there. I think she was kind of second guessing if she should take the shot or not, but it is not quite rebounded by Pine City, but they draw the jump ball, and it will stay with them. Inbound, Lati looking to inbound, gives it out to Unverzant, and that is stolen away by Rudnitsky. She takes it all the way, and shot is no good, but she's going to get fouled by, I think, Unverzant. Yeah. So Rudnitsky's at the line for 2. First one's up and good. Swendra in for Isaac. And this one is good as well. So Rudnitsky drops them both in, 62-43. Pine City trying to get out of that full court press. They do. They give it up to Lati. Lati into the offensive zone, gives it to Metling. Metling, nice runner to the basket and drops it in for 2. Really good looking shot there from Metling. It's 45 now for Pine City, 62 for Foley. They give it up to Byer. A little bit of full court press here shown by Pine City, but again, Foley breaks out of it. This is Stortkamp. Oh my goodness. Nice little stutter step to get that one to fall. Yeah, we'll break out of this full court press to Unverzant. Unverzant stops, gives it to Metling. Metling, she pauses, looks, waiting for the offense to get set, gives it off on the far side to Lati. Vivian Lati for 3. That's a little too strong, and it's rebounded here by Swendra. Stortkamp with it on the far side. She drives through the defense. Travel there, and great defense there by Kate Unverzant, drawing that travel call, and Unverzant, like a brick wall, was not about to move. Inbound now to Bolin, and Bolin nearly has that one stolen away before giving it up to Gray. Gray to Lati. Lati over to Gray. Now to Metling on this near side elbow for 3. Can't get the friendly roll. And I think Stortkamp got the rebound. Gives it up to Rudnitsky, who drops it in for 2. Oof. There's a good looking play there for Foley. Gray will get it now, trying to give it over to Metling. Metling pauses. She'll give it up to Lati. Lati gives it near side to Unverzant. Now to Lati for 3. Top the key. It's good. 66-48. Stortkamp get the inbound now to Wheeler, and this is stolen away by Metling. Metling will give it up inside to Bolin. Now back to Metling. It's blocked. And looks to be stolen. No, wasn't stolen away. Rudnitsky nearly got the steal, but a jump ball was called and the possession arrow favors Foley, so Falcons get it back nonetheless. As good as a turnover. 66-48, Rudnitsky will, yes, she will catch a break. In for her comes Graham. Byer in as well. Stortkamp will receive the inbound pass. She lost her dribble, so she'll just hand it to Byer. Says, all right, hey, you take it. On that far side, almost getting the steal there was number 10. I'll get her name in just a moment. Shot is up. No good. They're going to get Unverzant again. Her second foul. Team's third. Meanwhile, number 10 for Pine City is Raya Johnson. This one here is no good by Wheeler. Score remains 66-48. This one is good, though. So Wheeler makes 1 of 2. It's 67-48. Foley with the lead with 12:12 to go in the second half. A little bit of confusion on both sides, but we're ready to inbound. Klepper will inbound to Unverzant. Unverzant does pick up the ball. She gives it over to Bolin. Bolin back over to Klepper. Klepper, could have been a foul call, but no call there. And a three from Johnson, no good. Rebounded by Byer. Byer wants to give it up quickly, and they find an open young lady underneath the basket. You talk about a friendly roll there. Swendra got one. Makes it 69-48. Again, full court press, but this time Klepper, no fear, breaks out of it, gives it off on the far side for Ganote. Ganote to Johnson, back to Ganote. Ganote, far side corner for three. It's a line drive shot. It's no good. Unverzat with the rebound. Bolin looks for the shot. It's no good. And rebounded here by Swendra. Quickly up the other way. And Swendra's going to get fouled, they say. So this will be Rhea Johnson. Her first, team's fourth. Sends Wheeler to the line. Wheeler's first one is up and good to make it 70-48. Metling checks in for Unverzat. And the second one is good as well by Wheeler. She makes them both. It's 71-48. Sub here, if Foss checks in for the Falcons. Inbound to Ganote. Gives it up to Metling. Metling lost it, and it's on the floor. I think they're going to say it was stolen away. Yeah, it was by Graham, and then lost here by Foley, knocked out by Pine. Lottie will check in for the Dragons for Klepper. Gray also in for Ganote. No. Gray will be in for Johnson instead. Byer will inbound for the blue and black. Now do Foss inside, all the way on that far side corner for Anderson. And a floater here. Oh, another friendly bounce. This time for Graham, makes it 73-48. Full court pressure. Bolin gets it, now to Lottie. On this near side, trying to get it. It is blocked and stolen away here by Graham. Back the other way, Foley with it. Byer, round one, inside, guarded by Lottie. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Foss. That's no good, rebounded by Lottie. Back the other way, Lottie lost it out of bounds. And unfortunately another turnover, and this will lead to another timeout for Pine City. It'll be a full timeout, so while they take a timeout, we will as well. You're listening to Girls Basketball on WCMP and KBEK.
If aches and pains are holding you back, Wellia Health is here to assist you. Our sports medicine team is dedicated to getting you back to your passions. With extensive experience and expertise, we specialize in managing concussions, a worry for both young athletes and adults. Whatever the injury, let's get you back in action with an appointment at Wellia Health. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or conveniently schedule through your MyChart account. Visit welliahealth.org for more information.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK. I believe Foley ball. Yes, so it is Foley ball. They'll inbound it on the far side. Byer will inbound here to Anderson, and Anderson will bring it into the offensive zone, gives it off to Byer on that far side. Byer is it near side to Graham. Graham tried to go inside. That ball was tipped. Somehow Foss winds up with it, and she drops it in for two. Well, that's not the way they drew it up, but hey, they got it to fall either way. Gray, nice move, trying to get around that full court offense, or defense rather, and I think they're going to say, did she carry over him? I think they're going to get her for a carry possibly, so another turnover by Pine City. It has been a rough go of things here in the second half. 7 points in about 8 minutes of play. Foley has it back. It's Byer. Byer inside. Gives it now to Foss. Foss lost it. It's Lottie with the steal. Nearly stolen right back by the Falcons, but Metling will hold on to it. Now gives it to Reiser. Now to Metling again. Metling gives it near side to Gray. And Gray stepped on the boundary. Oh, man. Just too close to that out-of-bounds line, and unfortunately stepped on it. And Rhea Johnson will check in for Gray. So Foley will start with it again. Anderson on the far side, now to Graham. Graham trying to get around the defender. Gives off to Byer. Near side now for Anderson for 3. That's no good. Boland is there to pick up the rebound. That's her 10th rebound. Give her a double-double on the night. Boland near side to Klepper. Or excuse me, Metling. Metling for 3. It's good. So Metling will end their scoring drought. Makes it 75-51. And I think we get a timeout here by Foley. It'll be their third. They'll be left with 2. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So while they take a timeout, we'll keep it here. 75-51 with 9:36 to go. Now, comeback is unlikely, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen. It's a 24-point deficit. And again, Pine City, they suffered an 8-0 run that Foley went on, but they came back and went on an 8-0 run themselves to get it back tied. So if I'm Pine City, again, if I'm Coach Judd, I'm just telling them, hey, don't worry about the scoreboard right now. Don't even think about it. Worry about breaking this full court press, scoring on offense, and getting back on defense and trying to prevent them from scoring. Let's not worry about the scoreboard right now. We're not going to get 24 points back in one shot. There's just no 24-point shot. We wish, but... Well, for Foley, they're going to be, I think, just talking about tightening things up here once again because they have done a really good job. But if you're their coach, you know, you're sitting here with some of your backups in and you're saying to yourself, hey, we got to tighten things up. We're looking good, but we're not as good as we probably should look. Let's tighten it down a little bit and make sure we're still providing that same pressure we provided in the first half. Metling will inbound to Boland on this near side. Boland will give to Metling. Metling now will pause at half court for a moment, then bring it into the offensive zone. She's guarded well by Graham, then gives it to Boland. Boland, lob pass inside to Metling, who drops it in for 2. That's a good play design and a good execution on the play by the Dragons. 75-53 now. And a shot there, no good by Mozisek, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Dragons, so it will stay with Foley. Unverzant. Get a foul call here on Pine City. Well, Unverzant was going to check in, but they got the play started before that. They're going to get this foul here on Metling. It'll be her second, team's 5th, it looks like. So now Swendra at the line to shoot 2. First one's up and no good. Rudnitsky will check in for Graham. And Unverzade in for Reiser. Swendra on the second one, no good as well. Boland is there for the rebound. Boland has been a rebound machine here tonight. She'll take it herself into the near side corner, gives it to Metling. Looking for a screen, Metling in that far side corner. Almost backed herself into a corner. Trying to give a pass here. It somehow gets through a couple of hands and then winds up out of bounds. Last touch by Foley as they try to hustle and make the turnover. That was Mozisek, but Metling's pass went through a couple of hands and legs even. And then Foley wound up with it, but they kind of slid out of bounds. So wound up being Pine City ball. Metling will have to lob it in here. She does to Boland. Boland does a good job to pick it up. Now Boland going to try and drive inside. A floater to the basket is no good. Rebounded. I couldn't see by who. Is that Unverzant or Boland? It is Boland. And we get a foul call here on the Falcons. This is on Swendra, her second, team's second. The ball will go back to Pine City now. Metling will inbound to Boland, and underneath the basket, it's Metling for 2. So I'm slacking on the scoreboard a little bit. It's 75-57 now. Foley with it. Anderson on that far side, guarded by Lottie. Lottie now over to Rudnitsky. Rudnitsky, ooh. They're going to say it was a foul on Razat. Can't quite believe it, and neither can Judd. So it will be on Razat again, her third, team's 6th. That sends Rudnitsky to the line for 2. First one's up and good. Klepper will check in for Unrazat. And Rudnitsky makes them both. No surprise that Rudnitsky would drop them both in. She's been a really big factor all night for Foley. We get a foul here on the near side by Rudnitsky. That will be her third, team's third. Beyer and Swender will check out, and in came Stortkamp and I believe Wheeler. Metling will inbound to Bolin. It was nearly stolen away there by Anderson, but as she got the ball, she stepped out of bounds. So it will stay with Pine City, but again, nearly another turnover. Metling will now inbound on this near side. Metling waiting for somebody to come open. She gets it to Mallory Klepper. Klepper pausing, waiting. Fake the pass inside, then goes far side to Johnson. Johnson now driving inside. A hook shot is good. Rhea Johnson for 2. Makes it 77-59. Foley quickly up the court. They find some open spots to pass. Stortkamp had that pass tipped and knocked away. Ball's up for grabs. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Pine City. Vivian Lottie, she has always been kind of a scrappy player. She'll get down on the ground and fight for that ball. We've seen that in years past. She's just willing to sometimes do the dirty work for her team. This pass to Klepper. They break it out, give it up to Rhea Johnson, travel call. Rhea Johnson looks to her coach and kind of grimaces, and he just says, all right, hey, this is why, and here's what we can do next time. That's all right. So a turnover, it's you don't want the turnover, but it's a learning experience for Johnson. Rudnitsky, far side 3, no good. Rebounded here by Stortkamp, and now we're going to get a foul here on Pine City. And that's going to be on Lottie, her third. Team's 7th, so that will send, I believe, Stortkamp for the line for a 1-and-1. Gray will check in for Lottie. So Stortkamp at the line for a 1-and-1. First one's up. It's going to come up short. And it's rebounded by Bolin. Breakout pass trying to get it up here. Gray for 3. No good. And rebounded by Foley. That was... Didn't quite see who got the rebound. I believe it was Anderson. And this shot no good. Oh, Anderson definitely traveled. They missed that call, but that's all right. Now inside. And losing the ball there is Wheeler. But somehow taps it to her teammate. Wheeler lost it again, but she pulls it back. Gives it to Rudnitsky now. They'll reset. Give it on the far side for Anderson for 3. That's no good. And a rebound there by Klepper. Klepper gives it off. No, she was trying to take a shot. It's no good, but it was a foul here by, I think they get Rudnitsky again. They do. It's her 4th. Team's 4th, and Klepper at the line to shoot 2. $77-59. Klepper's first one is good. Make it 77-60. Rudnitsky out, and in for her comes Laterell. Metling out, and I did not quite see who checked. It's Ganot who checked in. Klepper drops both of the free throws in. 77-61. Anderson will bring it up the court for Foley. Nearly took it the entire way, then gives off to Mazizek. Mazizek inside, nice move, shot is up, no good, but draws the foul. This one will go against Ganot. It's her 4th, unfortunately. And Lottie and Metling will check in after this free throw here by Mazizek is no good. So Lottie and Metling in for Johnson and Ganot. So Mazizek ready for her second, 6:34 to go. And that one's no good. Lottie's going to get the rebound. Now Klepper with it. Brings it forward, gives it near side. Metling for 3, no good. For grabs, great. Tries to tip the rebound. Oh my goodness. Oh, nearly Foley, but Metling does a good job to keep up with it. They go inside. Lottie left alone. Lottie drops it in for 2. Good move. 77-63. Foley will take it back the other way. Lottie gets a hand on it again, but Anderson gets by. Gives off to Stortkamp now. Stortkamp gets a screen, driving inside, picks up her dribble. Ooh, maybe could have had a travel, but Stortkamp also could have had a foul called on Pine City, but no foul called. They're going to say Pine City got all ball, and that will go out of bounds. It will stay with the Falcons. Stortkamp looking. She'll lob it in now to Anderson. Anderson goes to Mazizek. Mazizek over to Stortkamp. Stortkamp thought about 3, but Boland is there, but she gets by the defender. Shot is up and good for Stortkamp. 79-63. Pine City back the other way. Lottie to Gray to Metling. Klepper, top of the key 3. That's going to be a little too strong on that one. Then we get a foul call. I think they were going to get it on Foley because Lottie was trying to get the rebound, but they were pushing her. And Mazizek will get her 3rd and gets the team's 5th. And Coach Sean Miller says she didn't get the illegal block, but the referee disagrees with what Miller has to say. It was close, I'll tell you that. I couldn't quite tell, but that's what the call is. I think it's one of those where if you call it, it's a good call. If you don't, it's also a good call. Now we get a tip ball, and it's going to be stolen away by Stortkamp. Foley up the court quickly. Anderson gets the pass back from Laterell. This pass going inside, trying to steal it was Klepper. Klepper couldn't hold on to it. It will go out of bounds and stay with Foley. 79-63, 5:19 to go. Pine City has fought and scratched and crawled their way back. Now it's still a 16-point deficit, but it looks much better than it did. And now we'll get a foul here on Pine City. This is going to be on Metling. No, excuse me, Gray. Her first. Team's 9th, so 1-1 now for Wheeler. Wheeler first one up is good. 80-63. And no good there by Wheeler. Rebounded by Klepper. So Wheeler goes 1 of 2. It was Klepper with the rebound. Pass to Gray, now to Metling. Metling trying to go inside to Boland. Boland looking for the shot. She'll give it back outside to Gray. Gray gets by one defender, has to pick up her dribble. Gives it now to Klepper. Klepper on the elbow to Boland inside. Boland gives back outside to Lottie for 3. It's good. Good looking shot by Lottie, makes it 80-66. A deep pass. They do wind up getting it to Mazizek. And now a 3 from Stortkamp. She's been good from there all night, and she'll get it again. She says, I see your 3. I'm going to answer it with a 3 of my own, 83-66. Again, full court press. Boland breaks it. Lottie left alone. She was almost confused because she was left so alone. She kind of looked and went, wait a minute. I'm left alone. Is this for real? Oh, yeah, it was. Full court press here by Pine City. Almost got the steal. Stortkamp will stop, start again. Gives off to Wheeler. Wheeler inside. Oh! Going to get a foul call here, I believe, on Klepper. Yeah, that was close. But I think Klepper came down with the hand instead of keeping her hand up. Now it will be 2 for Wheeler. Wheeler's first one is no good. Metling out. No, she's just going to come get a word from the coach. Did get a sub here for Foley. Didn't quite see who that was. Shot is up. Wheeler, no good. Klepper there for the rebound. Foul on Foley. So foul on Wheeler. That's her second, team sixth. Metling will bring it up the court off the inbound, off the foul. Gets a screen from Bolin. Metling now in some dangerous spots there in the near side corner. She will go lob it inside to Lottie, who will drop it in for two. 83-70. Bring it up the court almost all the way, then giving it off at the last minute to Swendra. It's Klepper there for the rebound. She'll give it off on that far side to Lottie. Lottie, Gray, wide open three. Line drive is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Anderson. So Anderson will take it for Foley, and then a breakout pass is going to be just long for Stortkamp. She'll actually wind up more or less kicking it out. Rhea Johnson will sub in for Paige Gray. We did get a sub here for Foley. Foss will check in for Swendra. Inbound to Klepper, back to Metling. Metling has a wide open lane, then gives it off near side to Rhea Johnson. Fakes the shot, drives baseline, lost it. It will be knocked out of bounds by Foley. Wheeler knocked it out, and Pine City catches a break there. Johnson will get set to inbound. 3:24 to go. Johnson wanted to go into Klepper, and now she'll instead go to Metling, and unfortunately this will be, no, they do. It will not be an over and back. Metling did not touch it, so instead she'll give it to Klepper, now to Metling. Metling gives it off near side, Bolin for three. Just off the mark, but Metling is there for the rebound. Bolin trying to drive inside, shot is up, no good. Wheeler is there for the rebound for Foley. Foley knows that Pine City's on a hot streak right now. They've got to get something going. Stortkamp will bring it up, and she gets that one blocked by Klepper. Stolen away by Bolin. Klepper's been trying to get that steal all night, finally gets it. Bolin, nice spin move. Shot is up and good. What a move by Brooke Bolin. Wow, 83-72, Pine City. Here they come. Timeout called, I think, by Pine City. It'll be their final timeout, but man, what a comeback by Pine City after being down by plus 20. They're now within 11, and Foley obviously going to have a conversation themselves and say, hey, what's going on here? Let's get back into this one. And we might see them start to slow things down a little bit, perhaps. They've been trying to score, and because of that, we've seen a few more shots haven't fallen. They haven't gotten as many rebounds offensively as they would have liked. And because of that, Pine City has gotten those rebounds, have gone back the other way, and have scored more times than not. So if you're Pine City, you're looking, hey, let's keep it going. But now the question is, do you remain aggressive like you have been? You haven't been super aggressive, but do you remain somewhat aggressive? Or do you back off a little bit, let them take those shots, continue to get those rebounds, and then go back offensively and continue to get back into this one? It's been a fun one to watch, let me tell you. It's been a great, great game. Foley will inbound now. They'll get it up the court. It's knocked out of bounds by Metling. And so Pine City has found some momentum now to go their direction. And Foley has scored here in this Pine City run, but not as much as they would like. Pass on that far side, and now inside for Wheeler. Wheeler through some traffic, gets it to fall. That's big for Foley. So they're not going to slow things down. They're going to continue to try and score. They might need to. As Vivian Lottie for three, it's no good. And rebounded by Bolin. Bolin gives it to Lottie, who kind of stole it away from the defender. She swats it back to Metling. Metling from the free throw line. Bank is open once again for Metling, who makes it 85-74. Stortkamp up the field with it. Shot stumbling. She was darn near parallel with the ground before she got that one off, and still got it to fall. But here comes Klepper with it. It is up for grabs. Jump ball, possession here favors Foley anyways. I don't know if Klepper lost it. Couldn't quite see through some traffic. I don't know if Klepper lost it or the defender swatted it out, but Possession arrow is pointing the way of Foley. Paige Gray in for Rhea Johnson. And Wheeler will get set to inbound for Foley, 87-74. This pass goes to Anderson. Pine City was looking for the steal, but they back off a little bit. Foss now has it. Foss inside. Ball is up for grabs. And it's stolen away by Metling. Metling gives it off on the far side to Klepper. Klepper to Bolin. Bolin, far side corner for three. Just off the mark again. Stortkamp is there for the rebound. Back the other way. Stortkamp trying to go quick and gives it off to Anderson for two. 89-74. Foley has found a little bit of offense to go now, but they're moving it quickly. So Pine City needs to answer. Gives it off near side. Vivian Lati for three. That looks good. Oh, just a little too strong. Rebounded by Graham. Foley going to push the pace still with 1:10 to go. Foss will get it inside, and she almost lost it, but they do get it back to Stortkamp. Stortkamp going to continue to try and score, and she puts it up and in for two. Well, that might be it now. 91-74 with under a minute to go, and this ball is knocked back. Foss will make it a steal for Stortkamp. Stortkamp trying to score again, but Klepper says, no, I will block that and get a steal. Then she gives it up the court to Metling, who doesn't get that shot to foul, but is fouled. Then she'll go to the line and shoot two. But again, 46 seconds left to go. This one is not over yet, but almost. Foul there is going to go against Graham, her first, team's seventh. And again, Metling at the line to shoot two. First one is good. And we'll get pretty much almost all the backups in for both sides. Almost. Looks like 24 will check in for Foley. And Metling no good on that one. So one of two there for Metling. It's 91-75. Foley doesn't need to score. They'll try though. Swendra no good on that shot. It was rebounded by Ganote. And then stolen away by Wheeler, who puts it up and in for two. No need really to be more aggressive than that. They'll back off now, as it's 93-75. And another steal, this one for Byer. Again, no really need to score, and they won't there. And Byer's going to get her own rebound, I think, yep. Kind of interesting that they're still looking to score, even though this one is well in hand with 11 seconds to go. But I guess, go till you can. Foul there on Rachel Brown. It'll be two shots here for Byer. First one is good. 94-75. Riser and Underzot will check in for Metling and Gray. And Byer drops them both in. I mean, if it's the other team's job to stop you from scoring, so that's the mentality here for Foley. They want to get some points, and who knows, maybe the points will matter come your playoff standings at the end of the year. A long two is no good, and nearly rebounded by Riser. Ganote tried the long two, but it was no good. 2.5 seconds left, so that will do it here in this one. 95-75, Foley will get the victory, and that will be it. What a game it was here between these two teams. It was a fun one to be a part of, but that is the final. Pine City falls to Foley, 95-75. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors to recap this one. You're listening to girls basketball on both KBK and WCMP.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
Breaks another at the 30, and he's loose!
Your favorite hometown team with your favorite players.
Caught by Jefferson!
Don't miss the hits, the action.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Catch the excitement all season long.
And he caught it!
Minnesota Vikings football is on Cool Country 100.9 WCMP.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Go online to pine.edu for more information. Pine Technical and Community College, connect with success.
Back here on WCMP, the Dragons fall to the Falcons here in this one. 95-75, it was an action-packed one, but first we'll take a look at some of our stats here from this game. The Dragons were led in scoring by Piper Metling with 25 and 16 for both Bolin and Lottie, 9 for Gray, 7 for Klepper, and 2 for Rhea Johnson. They were led in rebounds by Brooke Bolin, who had a double-double with 13 rebounds, 10 for Klepper. They had 12 steals. They had 4 of them come from Metling. And they had 2 blocks. Both came from Klepper. She did a great job of that last year, late in the year. Their last, I'd say, 10 games, she was getting about 2 a game, and that continues the average here. They were 15 of 22 from the free throw line, 20 total fouls. On the other side, for the Foley Falcons, they were led in scoring by Kylie Stortkamp with 29 points, 22 for Rudnitsky, 13 for Wheeler. Then they had 9 for Anderson, 7 for Byer, 6 for Zizek, 4 for Graham, and 3 for Foss. 10 rebounds for Anderson, 7 for Swendra. They had 25 steals, 16 in the first half, 9 in the second half. They were 19 of 34 from the free throw line. They had 19 total team fouls. So, again, it was kind of a case of the first half, Foley went on a little bit more of a run than Pine City did, and that's what got them that lead. And then Pine City in the second half, it did not start well. It did not start well at all for Pine City. They had scored 7 points in the first, 9 minutes of this second half before they turned it around and got things going. And, man, they were within, 10, 12 points of that lead, and it felt like, man, here we go. Pine City's going to make the comeback, but Foley took a timeout. They went back to their aggressive style. They got back defensively, got a couple more steals, were back aggressive offensively, got a few more scores, and pulled away by 20 once again to make it a 95-75 victory for themselves. So the Falcons will stay 2 games now above 500 at 6-4. The Pine City Dragons fall to 1 game under 500 at 5-6. So a tough one here for Pine City, but a great game between these two teams. It was a fun one to be a part of. For the Dragons, we'll take a look at what's coming up next for them. As again, this will do it for them this week, but they'll be back in action. Next week, and it will start on Tuesday at Bram. That'll be a big game. Then Thursday, they'll be at Hinckley-Finlayson. That'll be it for next week for them. So 2 games next week on the road at Bram and Hinckley-Finlayson. 2 conference games that they really want to win. For the Foley Falcons, they'll be looking at continuing next week, as well as we're going to be joined by our A&W player of the game, and we'll be joined by her in just a moment as I get set up. We'll be joined by Piper Metling, our A&W player of the game for Pine City. If we can figure it out, there we go. We got it figured out, and we'll hand the mic over to her. We'll get her A&W certificate as well. And Piper, first of all, this was a tough physical game for you guys. Going into this one, what was the feeling there at halftime?
At halftime, it was a very weak, we're back in, we were down 12 points. Judd was encouraging 6 more baskets. We just got to go out with energy. And unfortunately, it took us a minute to turn up the energy, so that's what created like the 20-point deficit like right away off the bat, and then it just kind of. But then we like picked each other up, and we were told to pick each other up like we did.
Yeah, it was really impressive. You guys were down by 20, like you mentioned there in that second half, and the first half of that second half was you only were able to score 7 points, but it just felt like something changed. There was a timeout that was called. You guys came back, got within only a few possessions of that Foley lead. What was that like to see this team make that kind of comeback and still had plenty of time?
Well, we kind of like to like sit back for a while and then come back like when we get told. Like,
make it interesting.
Like Judd tells us like you need to pick it up. So to like the energy that's on the court, like the one stop, it just like completely shifts, and you can just feel it. Like your teammates get excited, you get excited, and it just totally changes the game with like 1 or 2 stops.
It really does, and defensively, you guys really put up a good fight here. Foley just started to pull away a little bit there at the end, but what does this kind of game do for your team going forward?
We have to look at the negatives, but we definitely have to look at the positives. We passed to each other. Like the past couple games, we've been struggling to like pass and trust to each other. So this game definitely like built confidence. It built team dynamic. We've been focusing on like Judd calls it sisterhood. So that's what we've been focusing on a lot. So yeah, it just kind of, and then the negatives, we have to look at like how we handle pressure, what we do once we break a press, and things like that. So.
Yeah, and we talk about this team growing together. We kind of talked about that at the beginning of the season, but through this Christmas break and now this first game after, how do you feel like this team has grown together?
We definitely had a rough patch there for a while. We're like siblings. We just fight and we argue. But the past week, we have worked on like talking about our differences, talking about how we can like meet each other on the court, and like I just feel like we all trust each other just a little bit more every day, and that's what you need.
Absolutely. Well, Piper Metling, 25 points on the game, a couple of steals as well. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And good luck going forward. And that, again, is Piper Metling, our A&W player of the game. We'll see if we can't get Patrick Judd here for the postgame as well. But, again, Pine City falls on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard to the Falcons of Foley, 95-75 here. But, again, you heard Metling talk about it. Although it was tough, they did have a point in this game where they did really make a nice comeback, and Judd will join us now. And Coach Judd, this one was a fun one to be a part of. You guys went down 12 into halftime. What was the message to them? Because you certainly were right there.
Yeah, we were in the game. It just, you look at one side of the scoreboard and you're like, man, we gave up 50 points in a half, and then you look at the other side and you go, man, we scored 39 points in the half. So it's, it's a kind of, how do you want to handle it? Is it half empty, half full kind of thing? And we just talked about we had to clean up our defense and play better, but unfortunately we didn't do a good job against their penetration, and let them get to the free throw line too much, and that was kind of the scouting report is don't let them beat you on the free throw line, and that's what they did.
And in this game, Foley, for the most part, ran a full-court press on your guys offensively. What was the message to the girls? Because it seemed like later in that second half, they started to figure it out.
Slow down and take what the defense gives you. Like we got to keep working on seeing the whole floor, and that's what we're not doing right now. Is we're dialing in on one person, or as the term used to be, tunnel vision. And if we can just keep our eyes looking across the floor as we're playing, we'll have a little bit more success on that. But like you said, they were starting to figure it out, and we started making a little run in the end of the second half. We just got to put together a full game, which we've yet to do this year.
Yeah, and it was really nice. It was a slow start to the start of the second half, but like you mentioned, that run that you guys went on, you got within a few possessions of that Foley lead. I mean, what was it like to be able to see your team make that kind of a comeback?
Like I told them in the locker room after the game, I was proud of the way we played together this game. Probably, in terms of our team chemistry, this is the best chemistry I've seen this year. But even though it came in a 20-point loss, you could tell they never gave up, they never quit. And we were starting to get to where it was kind of like Esco last year, where we came from 24 down to go to overtime. We just couldn't hit enough shots in the last 3-4 minutes to chop that lead under 10.
Absolutely. Well, it was a good-looking game, but what is the message to these girls moving forward about just growing together as a team and just continuing to build that confidence?
Like I told them in the locker room, this is the most fun I've had watching them play this year, and I know it's going to get better and better and better, and they're starting to figure it out. And if it takes a 20-point loss to grow as a sisterhood, that's what we need to do.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck going forward.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Go Dragons.
Thank you again. That is, again, the Dragons head coach, Patrick Judd, joining us for the post game. Again, yeah, Pine City, it was a tough one, a tough loss, but, man, what a game it was. The comeback here almost completed, but just down the line couldn't get those shots to fall. But, again, another good game for Pine City, and great to be out here to be able to call this one. But again, the final here in this one, Foley does get the victory 95 to 75 over Pine City. Foley will now move to 6-4 on the year, while Pine City falls to 5-6. As we mentioned, next week, Pine City will be on the road for 2 games, Tuesday at Bram, Thursday at Hinckley-Finlayson. And then as we try to take a look at the schedule coming up for Foley next week, again, this will be it for them this week, but they will play again next week as we take a look at what they will do here next week, as it should be very interesting to see what they're able to do going forward. So they will come back right away on Monday, and they will go down to Legacy Christian Academy for their game. That'll be at 7:30. They have a late game there at Legacy Christian. And then they will have a game on Friday. So they get a little bit of a break. They play on Monday right away, but then they don't play again till Friday, where they will go to Malacca, and that should be a good one. Malacca is in the top 5 of this section this year. They have an outstanding defense. That veteran defense has come back once again this year for Malacca, and that is the biggest reason why Malacca is sitting at 4-2 and in the top 5 of Section 6AA. So that is going to be a great game to see. I don't know if we'll be able to be there. Maybe we'll see, but that will be a good one between Malacca and Foley next Friday, as that will be a Granite Ridge Conference matchup as well. So 2 games for both these teams next week, and we'll let you know what's coming up for us. Again, a good way for you to know what's coming up next week is to stay tuned to our websites, WCMPradio.com, KBK.com, where you can find the broadcast schedules under the Sports tab. It will be updated every Monday afternoon, so be sure to stay tuned to that. Also, you can stay tuned to our websites for more. We'll have interviews that we'll have had from coaches and players, plus some articles from games that we've been at, and much, much more. Then we'll also have our, you can follow, that's what I meant to say, our morning shows on 95.5 FM KBK with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30, and then on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports update, where we'll talk about this game and other local games going on in our listening area, plus regional and some national as well. Also, you want to stay tuned to our social medias, our Facebook pages for both stations, Instagrams for both stations, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports. You can hear coaches' interviews, player interviews, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, breaking sports news, LOI signings, records being broken, all of those things and more on our social media. So be sure to like and follow all of those. Again, if you're watching this on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, you will be notified every single time that we go live with a local sporting event, and then all you'll have to do is click the notification, and it will take you right to the live video. Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Appreciate it. You give me a job to do so. I greatly appreciate that. Also, appreciate all of our fine sponsors. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to be out here, so we appreciate them. And, of course, remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness can truly make and change their day, not just their day, their week, their month. You'd be surprised what one act of kindness can do. It doesn't have to be much. It can just be a little compliment, holding the door for someone with a smile. You'd be surprised at how little it takes to be kind and to make someone's day brighter. I know I've had it happen to me a couple of times, and it's like, wow. Someone held the door with a nice smile and said, I hope you have a good day. And it's like, wow, it puts a smile on your face. So, it doesn't, remember, it's also free to be kind, so we all need to be more kind here in this new year, where there's too much crap going around. We need to all be more kind and thoughtful, so be kind to everyone. The final here again in this one on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, the Falcons beat the Dragons 95-75. For nice 95.5 KBK and 100.9 FM Cool Country WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.